Ew.
Oh, look who's finally available to do his podcast.
Is podcast. Is. You had to put that in there, huh?
Yes. Listen, man. I am so irritated with you right now.
The listeners don't know what time it is.
Yeah, but they're going to know.
Don't pull the curtain back. Come on, kayfabe.
I got to,
kayfabe,
because
brother, kayfabe.
People have to know who they're following here. This fucking guy, this thoughtless piece of shit that can't like give me a heads up that you're going to be late or not available, or tell people that we can't go out for another half hour. Let me get this taken care of real quick. Instead, I gotta
you didn't have to pull the curtain back.
I gotta jump on at 6 to try and do it, and then you're like, I didn't even realize what day it was, and then you push it to fucking it's 6 minutes to 9. So like my whole evening was shot because I had set time aside at 6 to do it, and then I had to fucking reorganize.
Are you fucking serious? You do nothing all day.
You don't know. First of all, you don't know what I do.
Get the fuck out of here.
You're not here. You can't say that. Who does all
You've probably been in the same clothes for 4 days.
That doesn't
since
matter.
Monday.
That doesn't matter.
You haven't moved off the couch. You don't plan on moving off the couch.
I have.
You're right. You did. You went to the fridge, and then you probably picked up the DoorDash at the door. You went back to the couch, and then to your bed.
Sometimes I'm at the desk on the computer also.
Sometimes, right.
Listen, it doesn't matter.
I'm spot on.
It's not that I don't do anything though. I just don't go anywhere to do what I do. Okay, there's lots of high finance going on here.
Yeah, high finance. This is ridiculous.
No, it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous that you, after a year of doing this, you can't keep track of what day it is, or realize
I don't know what day it is,
or realize that other people are also involved with this, and that that their time, as meaningless as my time is to you, and no matter what I'm doing, whether it's eating peanut butter sandwiches with my feet or fucking or watching another binge watch Netflix show, it's still my time that's important to me.
Listen, the listeners don't want to hear you bitch. I promise you.
Trust me, I understand. Don't. They're very unsympathetic to any of my causes. But I figured that they can relate to this. How like somebody out there who does all the work and gets none of the credit is feeling me right now. Somebody out there who gets no respect. The Rodney Dangerfields out there. No respect.
Listen, if I get one message tomorrow saying, Ben is right, I'm gonna lose my shit. Right now,
I guarantee you're getting at least 2, because I am right.
I'm gonna lose my shit.
I am right.
Lose my shit.
Good. Well, I hope.
Listen, I had very important business to attend to.
I know, stuffing your fat face.
I sent you a picture.
I may have lost the weight loss competition, but you definitely had the celebratory fucking dinner tonight. Holy shit.
Here's the funny part. So for those who I haven't posted the picture yet, but if you follow me on Instagram, you'll be able to see it. But we went to my favorite spot, Crust and Craft, downtown McDonough, Georgia. My mom and dad are in town, so we went with the kids. And listen, let me just say this first off. I was just going to order one thing, like a normal human being. My dad was like, I feel like ordering 2 things. I was like, whoa. I was like, you're ordering 2 things? He's like, I'm a grown-ass man. I can order 2 things. I was like, well, I'm a grown-ass man, and I can order 2 things. Then my stupid son's like, well, I'm a grown-ass man. I'll order 2 things.
Did you
so
go?
We all ordered 2 things.
You should have put a hand gently on his shoulder and said, you're not a grown-ass man. You get 1 thing.
Yeah. Well, we realized he isn't because he didn't even come close to finishing his food. So
let me tell you something. You let that kid walk all over you between like fixing his teeth and 2 fucking dinners. He can't even eat them with those fucking teeth. Get out of here. This is ridiculous. Fucking kid. Listen, you should have told him you get 1 choice. You either get a fixed tooth or 2 meals.
Well, also I wasn't paying, so what do I care?
Yeah, but
My dad was
you're
paying.
setting a deadly precedent. This kid never hears no. I swear to God, when he goes out in the wild and has to like when you finally kick the baby bird out of the nest, this kid is fucked.
Yeah, he really is. He's such a baby.
I can't wait to see him
But
throw a fit in front of like other kids his age and them look at him like he's got lobsters crawling out of his ears because it's like what the fuck
he is.
is
He's a
this?
giant baby.
Titty baby. Titty baby.
Yeah, he is. He is. Now Lex is. She's tough. So that's the one I don't worry about because she is like, I I don't even like engaging in arguments with her because it's ugly. She's very ugly. She gets very ugly with it. So yeah,
What does that
I'm glad
mean?
she took after me.
Does that mean she gets personal with you? Does she get a little
She does. She
she
takes
gets
shots
a
and
little
she
mean
yeah.
spirited?
Oh, like, and she'll be like, and she, her go-to is always, "Oh, at least I'm not a 40-year-old on TikTok." I was like, why you gotta go there? Like, why do you have to go there?
Why she says it like it's a bad thing. You should listen next time. Every time she does this from now on, you should say this phrase and just repeat
Yeah.
it over and over every time. She'll get so mad. Go say what you mean, but don't say it mean.
No, but she's like from the movie. Yeah, she's like that.
Yeah,
She's she's rough. She doesn't care if she hurts your heart.
yeah.
It
Well,
doesn't
yeah.
matter to her. So I do have a story about her, but let's get back to the food really quick.
Oh
So
my god! Right, I forgot this was like our. I think the at least one podcast a week with you has to be just the food rundown,
easily,
the food rundown,
right,
especially when
right.
you're off diet. I mean, when you're on diet, no one gives a fuck. It's boring, but
Yeah, and I've been good. I've been good. I just all week. They were here, and my mom's on keto, and my mom's like every time she tells the waitress first of all, every time I'm with this guy, she's pointing at me. I gained 5 pounds. I'm like, what? She's like, he's ridiculous. And the waitress is like, oh, my boyfriend's on keto. My mom's like, yeah, I'm on keto, and my mom's dropped. She kind of like readjusted her diet a little bit, and she has a nutritionist now. She dropped like 14 pounds in the last like 10 days. I'm like, what? Like I can't lose weight. So she's like telling the waitress and that I'm a horrible human being and I eat like a fat fuck. So she orders wings, plain wings, garlic parmesan. She got garlic parmesan. I was like, I'm actually breathing heavy right now. I'm walking. I can't even breathe. This is absurd. Like Billy Fox is gonna kill me. He's
yeah,
gonna kill me.
yeah. You're not
Take a
taking
deep breath.
any of this seriously.
Zero, none. Uh, hopefully he doesn't listen to this one. Um, I ordered the famous Crust and Kraft spaghetti and meatball hoagie. 3 meatballs, parm cheese, spaghetti, all on one sub.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Solid meal. I really can't breathe. This is great. Whew. All right, we're good. We're good. I was walking uphill, so I ordered that. This is probably why I can't breathe. I ordered that and a medium margarita pizza just for myself,
Yeah, I
just for
mean
me.
that's not a lot. I mean, well, again, I'm in the same boat as you. We're disgusting human beings. I
Right.
like that's like a go-to order for me at Davy's Best Pizza Bar. I'll order a small pizza and a Philly cheesesteak.
Right. Well, my dad and Nick ordered a personal pan pizza. Nick ordered the same thing as me, the sub, and then my dad ordered spaghetti and meatballs, like dish.
Yeah.
But I went with the medium. I don't know why I went with the medium pizza. I don't even know what I was thinking. Like in my head. I don't know. I got excited. I don't know. Anyway,
I feel like the medium is a scam. Either small or large. The medium's like that.
well, they only have personal pan or the medium, and then the large it's absurd. Like there was no need for that. So, but I ate all but 2 slices, and I ate half the sub. So, I also had calamari. I forgot about that.
3 things.
And all right, and I had an unsweet tea because why not, right? I mean, I could have gotten the sweet tea, but I said I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to get an unsweet tea. So I got an unsweet
It's
tea.
it's your Diet Coke of the
Right.
night.
And my mom is a lifesaver because she carries around stevia with her. And she pulled it out of her purse. I was like, oh yes. Uh, but my mom is so dialed. I don't understand. I don't get how dialed in she is. Like it doesn't even make sense to me how someone could be that dialed in.
She's got the
I don't get it.
discipline. I mean, once I guess she's just she made some progress and is actually appreciating it. Doesn't want to fuck it up.
That's what it is.
I mean,
And
you and
the funny thing is,
I killed
right.
it last year, and then we fucking flushed it down the
right,
toilet.
I don't get it. Like, why are we this way, and why is everybody else not?
Because
Like,
we're animals. We are just there are people in this world that are redeemable, and there are people that possess zero redemption. And you and I are like just bottom of the barrel, man. We're just awful.
Awful.
Yeah,
But I literally can't breathe right. And I felt so good all week, and I can't even take a deep breath right now. I actually think if I burp, I'm going to puke. It's going to happen, on air.
I'm at the. That'll be great. More bodily functions from Slambino.
It would only be fitting, right?
Yeah. I've gotten to such a fat state of unhealthiness and of eating bad food that
right.
usually like if I start getting like acid reflux at night,
right.
bad heartburn and stuff, that like you can't. I've conditioned myself to sleep on my left side because the way your body works. You can look it up. There's drawings of it, but if you sleep on one side, it contributes to the acid reflux, and if you sleep on the other side, because of the way your body is structured,
yes.
it like keeps your head and that pipe, your esophagus and stuff, a little bit of.
I actually knew that.
A bit of an incline to keep it from happening. But I am in such a state of disrepair right now that even on my left side, the side that's supposed to prevent this from happening, I get acid in my esophagus while I'm sleeping. And I'll sit in there and it'll like kind of cook my esophagus for an hour or two until I wake up from extreme discomfort and then have to I have to literally like walk around for 45 minutes to like.
I'm laughing because I know that feeling. There's just sometimes where it doesn't matter what side I sleep on. It's there.
Yep. I'm that far gone. And I told you the other day I had a talk with myself and it didn't go well.
Right.
And it apparently didn't stick because I didn't eat for 30 hours. And then I literally went to eating some Cheetos and some Sun Chips and 2 Pop-Tarts and that was about it. That was my
2 Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
And I think we should, obviously I posted the picture in our little thread and Marco made a comment that you didn't understand.
I understood it, but I wanted to see what he was getting at. I understood that you're posting fancy pictures. I get it.
I mean, I believe the exact quote was, you do fat so much better than Ben does fat. Yeah. And you're like, what does that even mean?
I just wanted him to clarify because I sometimes it's kind of like when he posted the article about the college football thing with the pay.
Like he obviously didn't read.
He didn't read the article, and I'm like, did you even read this before you sent it? Because you're shooting your mouth. You're shooting your mouth off a lot about it, and you're like totally wrong about half of it.
I was reading it, and when I got off of reading it, I saw your comment, and I was going to say, did you even read it? And you commented that, and I was like, I read it because I was going to say the same exact thing you said.
Yeah.
I was like, he didn't even read it because it's actually. He was not that bad of a gig.
He was reading it and he was outraged that up to 75% of any, like if a player gets an endorsement in college, that up to 75% would be could be reappropriated by the school to go pay
to a fund
that would be distributed to all the other players. And he just read that they might have up to 75% of their money taken by the school. He didn't read what happened to the money. He just thought, and I'm like, what's wrong? He shared the article. So it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, I was going to write the same thing, but basically, the state of Georgia decided, for anybody that doesn't know today, that college athletes, if you use their name and likeliness
Likeness.
on, like, let's just say they sell a jersey with, so John Smith from Georgia. Uh, John Smith will get 25%. The school gets 75%. The 75% goes in a fund, which is going to go to the other athletes. So if you have a star player at the school, everybody's going to benefit off of it.
Right. And I even said I even commented, I'm like, excuse me. I said, it's not like this guy becomes a star all by himself. And all those guys in the trenches that do all the work to clear the route for him to run, or the guy that throws him the pass, or the guys in the practice squad, or whatever it is, all the other players on the team that are unsung, unnoticed, unrecognized, and don't get any financial benefits, if money's redistributed, it's only fair, because you wouldn't get,
I agree.
You wouldn't get that endorsement. You can't play football by yourself.
Now in Georgia, you get it. Now, if you want to go play in Tennessee, you're getting zero. So why would you not want to come and get 25%?
Oh, recruitment next year is going to be insane for them. Everyone's going to want to go
does
play.
Every state change the rule?
Well, I mean, not that quickly.
States that want to win.
I mean, I don't know how many states between now and the start of the college football season are going to adopt that.
I bet you Alabama finds a way.
I mean, I bet you that might be the exception to the rule, because you go play for Alabama, two things happen. You win if you play 4 years, you probably end up with two rings at least. Right. And you have a much higher chance of getting drafted, and if you're good, getting drafted in the first round. So that might be the listen, you're not going to make any money now, but you have a much better chance of making money when you leave Alabama.
I read today, you're not going to like this, but Coach Saban has 100 players currently in the NFL that played for him. 100.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
Alabama has 77 currently in the NFL. That's insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
I mean, it's like they're on a monster run. Remember the years that Miami had dominated the first round of every draft,
Right.
And you couldn't pick an NFL team that didn't have at least one or two Canes on it.
Right.
So, it goes in cycles. I mean, Nick Saban won't live forever. Eventually he'll die. And then
come on, stop it.
Fuck that guy. I mean, he's a shady snake. I mean, he may win you guys a lot of things, but he's a shady snake. I mean, listen, we were all
mad because he couldn't take the Dolphins to the promised land.
No, he all right. Do you want to get into all that?
No,
you were down here in Florida. You saw it as well as I did. Okay, he made the wrong decisions, and you can't treat millionaires the same way you treat poor kids that are trying to become millionaires and are depending on you to become millionaires. It's a world of difference, and his way of wanting to run a team didn't flow. And, all that stuff. Let's not get it twisted. And he lied to a lot of people. He made some promises. He didn't keep them. And listen, the worst thing was he wanted Dante Culpepper instead of Drew Brees. I mean,
That's true.
And then
I'll give you that.
And then he kind of snuck out of town after telling everyone, "I'm not going to be the Alabama head coach. I'm not going to be the Alabama head coach." I mean, it's still one of the most played sound bites down here in South Florida on sports radios. No, it's because anytime there's Nick Saban news, we have to remind people who Nick Saban is. He may win a lot of college football games, but he's still a piece of shit. So anyway, I'm not saying he's not a good coach. He's not a winner.
There's some Bama fans that listen, and they're going to eat you up tomorrow.
I have not said anything that isn't true.
All right.
All I've stated are facts.
We're done. Let's stop boring everybody.
Football's very, football's a very popular topic. I don't know we're boring anyone.
You're boring me.
All right, let's get back to
my man.
Let's go back to your fucking dinner. I can't wait.
Well, no, my dinner's done. I ate too much. I'm going to tell you right now. This is It's immediate. Or what are we, like 40 minutes out from the eating? I think I got home about 40 minutes ago. So already I am short of breath. I am experiencing pain throughout my body.
Good.
My fingers feel like Vienna sausages. I
Good.
can't even move them. They're so stiff.
Good.
My feet hurt. I literally have pain in my shoulders right now. I don't even know where it came from. My neck hurts. this is not good. This is not good.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
And I forgot to take carb blockers. I should have took them before I left.
I've started to become. I've gotten to that point where you get used to it and you forget you forget how bad you're feeling, and you're just like that back pain in the morning. You've just learned to work around it and found a new way to crawl out of bed because the old way doesn't work.
Oh, that's so funny.
And yeah, now I've got to.
Yeah.
I think I've got to just stop eating for a few days and reset my my insides.
Yeah.
No more Pop-Tarts and Cheetos.
No more Pop-Tarts for you. Yeah.
Literally, I ate the last pack.
Oh, Nick the Dick's walking over here. Nick the Dick is here. With this fixed tooth. Anyway, so speaking of children.
Yeah.
What are you flicking me off for? Dog here, man. What are you doing? I'm on the podcast. No, there's no college letters for you. They saw how you played last weekend. Yeah. No.
That's what. Tell
anyway.
him that's what he gets for hustling.
Yeah. Oh, actually, the School of the Blind sent a letter. Looking for a starting point guard. Oh, you said they want to pick up our podcast on the school network.
It's a school for the deaf.
Yeah. So, speaking of children, so my daughter has a school dance tomorrow night. Now, I won't be here because me and Nick are heading to Winter Haven, Florida, for his basketball tournament. So my mom and dad are here. So we're in the car, and my mom and dad are like, "Oh, if a boy asks you to dance, you're gonna dance with them?" I'm like, "Whoa." I was like, "Lex, you say no. You say no." And she's like, the point of this story is this is the level I've hit in my life now. I'm thinking, oh my God, like she's going to go to a school dance and dance with a boy. Thank God she is the meanest human being on earth. And she's like, no, I won't dance with any guys. I don't like anybody at that school. I was like, oh, thank God.
Well, I'm confused. Why would you go to a dance and not dance? And why would you go to a school dance if you don't like anyone there?
She doesn't even know anybody because she's home. She stays home from school. So she got invited by this group of girls. And this story is, this is the best part. She gets invited by this group of girls to go to this dance. And she's going to go because, she's got to get out of the house eventually. Like, you can't just sit in the house your whole life. Like, I mean, I actually told her, you're becoming Ben Temple, staying in the house all day. She's like, I gotta go. I gotta go to the fucking dance. I can't stay here anymore.
That's
like,
fucked up, man.
If I'm like him, it's not gonna happen. Anyway, she's gonna go. So I'm like, hey, Grandma and Grandpa are gonna be here. They gotta take her or whatever. So she's like, hey, after the dance, this is the best part. If this isn't the most Georgia redneck thing you've ever heard in your life, she goes, after the dance, the cool girls who invited her, they're like the cool girls of the school, they're going to Waffle House. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, they're going to Waffle House after the dance. I was like, Lex, she's never been to a Waffle House. I was like, you didn't know? She's like,
wait, whoa.
My child's never been to a Waffle House.
Your daughter has never been. How does that happen?
She's never been. Me and Nick have gone. She's never been.
How has she just not been with you when you've gone? At one point,
me and Nick went I think Nick's only been one time. We were out of town. And
well, first of all, I don't understand any of this. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like,
I don't understand.
Have they been the Cracker Barrel?
Oh yeah, they love Cracker Barrel.
Well, they kind of go hand in hand, man. Like, how have you not taken? I don't understand this.
Well, remember this. There's no Waffle Houses in California, so for 2 years there wasn't a Waffle House.
Right. There's none in Boca.
You had Mel's Diner, and that's where we used to go. It was open 24 hours. It was a diner in California. Yeah, there's none in Boca. There's no Waffle Houses. So,
But yeah, but there's one on
you
every
know,
corner in Atlanta, in Georgia.
I literally have three in a mile, like a 4 mile radius, and a Huddle House. Uh, but she's never been. So she's like, why would they like? And like in her head, she's like, you think Waffle House. What do you think? What is your thought of a Waffle House? It's not somewhere you go after the big dance, like the
No,
big eighth
it's
grade dance.
you hit Waffle House after everything else is closed after you've been drinking all night.
Right. This dance ends at like 9 o'clock.
Right.
Now we have an
You could still go to TGI Fridays or Applebee's at that point.
we have a whole square with local mom and pop restaurants that are open till 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night. So she's like, why are they going to I'm like, wait, these are the cool girls? And she's like, yeah, the cool girls are going to the Waffle House. And I'm like, that is the most southern Georgia, I'm going to say it, redneck thing that I've ever heard.
I mean, it was a Jackie Johnson tradition, though. I mean, I wouldn't call him,
But not after the eighth grade dance.
No, I know, but like Jackie loved coming to visit me because I have a Waffle House, like you.
Right there, yeah.
I mean, like I can walk to it.
Right.
It wouldn't be a fun walk, but I could walk to it. Especially
right.
as inactive as I am these days. I want to get. I don't want to get mean. I mean, yes, your daughter and I have heat, but it's like it's not real heat. It's fun heat. But at least on my end. But I'm a little like I don't understand the whole thing with this dance. Like, so random girls that she doesn't hang out with asked her to hang out with her. I feel like I don't I'm getting a Carrie vibe here. Like they're like gonna fuck with her or something.
So I thought the same thing, but apparently, here's the kicker. Because, we lived in California and Florida.
Oh.
These kids have never left the town. Like, not even like to the point where they've never left this area. So like most of them have never been on a plane before. So in their eyes, they think that there's a couple factors that play into this. You're gonna tell me I'm crazy, but
well, I know what one of them is, and I want you to check your ego at the door before you say that one. But go ahead.
There's a few factors here.
I know which one of them is, and I'm telling you right now to check yourself.
She's lived in California and Florida. Like she's cool, right? Like she's cool,
right?
She's
and
traveled.
She goes to New York with you guys,
right? She's been to New York, right? Like she's been to New York, so many times, and all that. And people are like, they're like, wow, like oh. Then there's the factor that dad is a fucking TikTok.
I knew this was gonna be it. I right? At first, as you were saying, I was gonna make a joke, and I was gonna let you do your explanation and go, but also you're a big TikToker and maybe they want the rub. Right. But then when you said you had a couple of things, I knew you were going to throw it in there.
That's a factor in it. Dad's a TikTok star in
but
town.
Do they know it? Do they know it?
They do, yeah. So, and like Nick's friends all know it. And that's why my kids used to give me shit about TikTok. But you notice it stopped. That stopped. So, what, Nick? Yeah. What do you need? I want to get So my parents have their dog here. Nick doesn't want to go in the house because he's afraid of the dog. So he's trying to sneak through the front door so the dog doesn't see him. I don't want to punch it. He doesn't want to punch the dog. This is great. The dog will probably hit you and knock your tooth out. Anyway.
Everything else does. Hey,
right.
Yeah. Tell him to go away. We're doing something. Tell him to
taking shots at my man bun now. Anyway, I'm the cool dad, right? Like, I'm the cool dad. Like, so I think she has a lot of factors that play into they think that she's the cool girl. The other part is all of them go to school because their parents like forced them to, and Lex does homeschool. So, and I go to work all day, so she's like home alone doing her home. They think she's like cool. Truth is, Lex is the most uncool person ever. So, just had to throw that out there. So, yeah, so she's like, they think she's cool. So
this is I've seen these 1986 John Hughes, Christopher Columbus movies before. I'm telling you, here's what's going to happen. This is like Pretty in Pink or something. One of these types of movies with Long Duck Dong in it, where you're going to go away for something, and somehow Lex is going to be home for the weekend alone, and they're gonna talk her into throwing a party because they know
Right.
they know the score here. Big empty house, fancy California girl trying to fit in. They're gonna take advantage of that. This movie writes itself. It's beautiful. I can't wait till you come home and your fancy egg on the mantle has a crack in it.
Yeah, so you're probably right.
That was a risky business reference, by the way.
Yeah, I never saw it.
But your son. Whoa, you never saw Risky Business?
No. My son's still at the door trying to get in to sneak past the dog that weighs 450 pounds. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that's why they invited her. They think, they probably think that I'm going to drop her off and they can get a TikTok rub,
Boy, are they may be even more surprised when one of the secondary supporting actors in your TikToks, your dad, drives on the wrong side of the road.
Joe, it's Papa Joe.
Drives on the wrong side of the road to drop her off.
They're like, it's him. It's really him. Yeah, Papa Joe. Who, by the way, for all of you out there that know my father, he is currently sitting in my garage, right? Now, during this podcast, I peeked into the window from the window of the house, and he's touching my air conditioner.
Oh, did he change the temperature?
Now, I peeked in and I saw him touching it, and I know he this is so funny. I should film this because Nick's trying to get in the house through the front door because he's afraid of the dog. The dog walked over to the front door and he's literally just standing there. And Nick's whispering to me, "He's right there. He's right there." He's literally at the front door, like not allowing Nick to get in the house.
Tell Nick to stop being a pussy.
That dog cannot get on the couch. It weighs 400 pounds. No, just run up the stairs, you fucking baby. Anyway.
What a pussy.
So I look in and my dad's touching the air conditioner, right? Because him and my mom keep saying, "It's so cold in here. It's so cold." Mm-hmm. The kids come out of their rooms. They're like, "Why is it 900 degrees in the house?" So I see him now. He's touching it. So he goes out to his car while we're on the podcast. He gets his sweater out. Mind you, it's 80 degrees today outside. He's now sitting in my garage with his sweater on, bundled up, as if I don't even know what he's doing. But I did get some good TikToks of him today. I just posted one of him ripping up all my garbage in my garage. He ripped up all my boxes into little mini pieces and put them in the garbage pail. It took like 3 hours.
That's a lot of boxes.
I don't know. Well, my garbage company won't take big boxes right now. They're not. So yeah, here he goes. Nick is gonna make a run for it.
I don't know where he is.
What are you afraid of? A dog? Oh, he's coming. He's staring right at you. This is great. It's a showdown.
He looks like an ice cream.
Nick said the dog looks like an ice cream sandwich. Have I ever sent you a picture of this dog?
No.
Oh my God. This dog is like 900 pounds. It's incredibly obese. It is short and little, and it's so mean. And his tail, because he's so fat that his tail is like a fat ball.
Maybe your mom should put him on keto.
Maybe they should just like let it go, run away, something. He's mean.
Tell Nick to shut up. No one wants to hear him.
Ben said, "Shut up."
Yeah.
Just go in, you big baby. Such a pussy.
Oh, he's sitting on his bed. Once he lays down, he can't get up.
Once he lays down, he can't get up. The dog. This is ridiculous. Anyway, yeah. So I got this guy touching my air conditioning. Yeah. I mean, what do you say to him? Do you tell him, "Don't touch my air"? I mean, it's my house, but he's my dad.
Yeah. You hand him a blanket and say, "Deal with it. It's my house." Say when I'm out of town, you can put it as hot as you want, but until I'm gone.
Good thing we have two units, so upstairs is different. So
he rises. Tell him to go upstairs.
Yeah, he can't. My dad can't make it up the stairs.
Oh, he's like you.
Got bum wheels.
He's like
bum wheels. I can't breathe. He's just got bones.
I'm painting this whole
No.
picture of your dad dropping Lex off at the dance. And he's not only does he almost hit kids because he can't
To
see,
the wrong side of the road.
he can't see, but he has to shit, so he has to do the quick duck walk into the gymnasium
Into the hole, into the dance hall,
and just
please.
blows up the fucking bathroom.
The whole dance gets canceled because someone overflowed the bathroom. Grandpa, my dad.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're like, who's the old guy at the fruit punch stand?
Lex is like burying her head, and just trying to hide. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Well,
you got anything else? Because it's like almost
got anything
midnight
else,
now.
no.
You ran real long here, and you
no, I got nothing else. I'm done. I'm gonna go eat the rest of my food.
listen. We need I need an update on the air conditioning thing later. Tell him
Yeah.
to shut up.
Don't
Seriously,
shut up. Seriously.
we can't hear him anyways.
He said, "Go buy a pizza."
Go
I
buy
love
pizza?
how my kids' first reaction towards you is either that you're an asshole or you're fat. Like it's like one or the other.
Well, that's low hanging fruit. I mean, that's not very.
Well, I mean, they're not very far off.
I'm just saying. It's not like they're really being super creative there.
It's not really original. Yeah.
No.
What? He said he's probably heard it his whole life.
I mean,
Wow.
I mean-
you're right on that one too.
I can't wait till your kid has to fucking fend for himself in life. I'm gonna really enjoy
still
those
going.
stories.
He's still going. He said he probably brought an entire box of Dominoes for lunch when you were in school. He asked all the other kids for their extras. Oh, he's going in. This is good.
I mean,
No?
it might be funny that your fucking jerky 16-year-old kid is burying me, but
Jerky 16-year-old. Oh, maybe we should just have you two go at it one podcast for 20 minutes. 20
listen,
minute
he
time
doesn't
limit.
he doesn't want
One
me
on
to,
one.
he doesn't want me to tell him about his life.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Well, save your son from the big bad dog. We'll,
You have what? He said he would draw more people than us because it's your own podcast. Wow. Mighty bold words there. Well, I gotta go take an acid reducer and some Tums. I'm dying.
all right, buddy. Go sit on the toilet. Do something productive.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye.